Hello guys, I'm Alkosha Enoch and welcome to my tutorial class on Scratch programming. Today's session I'll teach you guys how to create a game package that Night Rider Auto Racing Challenge. Okay, guys, let's take a few minutes to explore the game. Let me quickly take my time to explain the game concept. Okay, so we have the red car and that is controlled by the user or the player. So you control the red car. Okay, so you use your keyboard, left and arrow key to control the turn speed. Move speed is actually set to be auto. Okay, the blue car is a system control. The black line violation returns the user car to the yellow line, which is the start point, and this is the user car. Okay. Now, guys, the second car can travel with a lightning speed, which is practically impossible in the user control racing car. Now, do you care to create a cool game package like this one? Let's get started with Scratch programming. Okay, guys, what I'm going to do now is to get rid of this code and I'm going to start all over. So this here is your menu bar. Just go to File, then click New. Is to design the backdrop. Okay, so to do that, just click backdrop. Okay, so we have this now. So I want to design the new backdrop. So that would be like a gray field with gray track, like a circular kind of track. Okay. So I wouldn't know. Can we go for the green store track? Yeah, 100. Sorry about that. Yeah, 100. Yeah, 100. Okay. So let me go for this circle, but it's not going to be a perfect circle. So but let's just use this. I'm going to adjust it. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, you see what we have here is because there is no view, so you have the default pattern. That this shapes tool to actually give it the type of shape you want to give. So guys, let me just show you one or two things. Then I'm going to complete it on that stage in order to manage your time. So just click. For example, if I want to make this place bigger, so just click this and take this one in. So see we are having something very close to what we have, that kind of track. Then you can make this one a little bit here, then this one here, take it up. Well enough, maybe that's a perfect track for you. Do this one down and take it to any position you like. When you see, you have to go up and down arrow key to just move within the region. So I think this is beautiful, just with up and down arrow key. So I think this is a very cool one now. Except I don't want this button. So you can just do this. Select it and activate it on the keyboard. So this is a perfect track, right? Okay, so now we have a track now at this, but this is not the color I want to give you. So let's change the color now. You can select it. So it's 100. I want to change the outline color to something like gray, right? So to change, I'm going to put it at 40. So click outside and see what we have. Okay, so that's track 40. Now the next thing is to create the green field. Okay, so to do that now, take this and put it on this. So that's field. Okay, sorry about that. So you take it and field it. Okay, so that's green. Then I'll just go ahead and send it backward. Click this, send backward. Click and backward. Okay, so that one we have. Okay, so don't forget how to do that. So now we have the track now. So that's a backdrop. So let's just call it let's say track backdrop. So that's the track backdrop. So that's okay. So go back to your code and see what we have. Okay, so we have the backdrop. Okay, now so the next thing is to create the two cars, the blue and the red car. To do that now, just go to choose sprites. Okay, so then click paint. Then we can go ahead and draw cars. Okay, so this rectangular box, I have this green by default. I'll change the color to red. Okay, now let's create the yeah. So that's beautiful. Let's change the figure to red. Okay, so that's beautiful. Everything on red. And then let's create the tires. This one here. And this one. I think that's perfectly cool. Let's just change the view to black. To black, right? So brightness go to 0. Color is 0. So I don't drop down and CV. So that will duplicate. Control key on your keyboard, then CV to duplicate. Then you can bring it down now. But I want it to be on the same side. You can also see the stuff here. So just bring it down with your arrow key. This is I don't know whether I should move it forward a little. Okay, that's not a bad deal. Let's move it forward. Let's do the same thing for this one. So it will be on the same line. Sorry about it. So I want it to be on the same line. Okay, so now select the tree now. Control Shift. Select the two. Are they on the same line? Yeah, that's what it's on. So let me duplicate that now. Control key on your keyboard and see to duplicate it. So I want it to be on the same line also. Okay, so then you can click the forward key to move. So these are the tires now. So I have the red tire and the back tire, the front and the back tire. So let's go ahead and group the tires now. So to group the tire now, this one is selected already. Just press Control down and Shift, then select also the tire now. So what I want to do now is just to send the tire back also that you can, because if you're making it from up, then you can see the tire down. So just send let's group first, group, then send backward. So that's beautiful. So you see the effect that what we have done. Okay, then the next thing is I wouldn't know if this is the front of the car or this is the front. So in order to let's just put a sign, maybe you can put two circle here, or maybe just a line or something to just indicate that yeah, this is the front of the tire. So let me just use this line and as line 4 is beautiful. Black is also okay. So that's the front of the car. So we are good with the first sprite now. Yeah, we are good with this first sprite. Let's just take it. Yeah. Okay, so now, so now about this first sprite is that let's go ahead and group everything together. Select the tires already grouped. Then this front line, that is Control Shift. Press Control Shift down to select everything. Okay. Then let's group everything together now. So if you carry it, then everything is together. So everything is good. And we can change the size. I think it's too big for the track. Let's just change the size to like 35 or something. Let's see, 35 if you want. So please not a part on the track. Yeah. So we are through with the first sprite, and that is the user control car, which is the red car. Let's go ahead and create the second sprite, and that is the blue car. The system control car. So we're going to use the same concept now. Click and click it. So we have the second sprite now. Okay, so what I'm just going to do is that this one, let's just target car 1. So then this duplicate, let's tag this one car 2. Now just change the color. So that's good. So so now what I'm going to do with car 2 is that I just want to change the view color. That's all. That's all I'm going to change. So change the view color to and that's what you put. So car 1, 2, 4. Okay, so right, because we have car 1, car 2, then we need like the line track for this blue car to follow. And let's just put this one here too. As we're going to automate a path for each this import. So let's automate the path that like a form of line follower concepts for this bot to follow. So that's what I want to do now. So I'm going to create a new sprite now. Just go to choose sprites. Then okay, what I'm going to do now is go back to the backdrop though. Let's just backdrop, click backdrop. Let's just copy this. So this part now, this is what I'm going to copy now. We want something like this track part. So it's going to be a duplicate of this. I'll just make the outline to be like, instead of 100, so maybe like 4 or 3 or something like that. Sorry. Okay. Paint. Go to paint. So what I'll just do is to just paste that. So now you can see it there. Yeah. Let me first make it. Let's change the color to outline color to white. No color separation white, so that you can see very well. Okay. So that's what we have there. So this white line, and that's what the cartoon will follow. Now the next thing I'm going to do now is to just make it the outline. Let's reduce the outline to like 4. The outline to 1 is too small, so 4 is pretty cool. So now let's just make sure that we centralize it. So what I want to do now is to bring this to the center of what we have there. So let's go back to code and code this. But let me first change the sprite name to cartoon part. Cartoon. Okay. So that's the part cartoon we follow by default. So it's going to be like a form of automation system. Okay, like it does supervised machine learning, so automation system. Okay, so that's what we want to do now. So now go back to code and let's code cartoon sprite. So when flag click, go to motion. So see this now. This actually the coordinates for this position is actually 36.8. So change it to 0, 0 in order to centralize, to bring it to the center there. So 0, 0 and plug in the code, and let's see the effect of that. Perfect. So centralize that. So that's what we want. So now let's go ahead and code the cartoon part. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is to make this blue car to be able to follow this. I want an automation system so that this blue car will follow this line track, okay, by default. So that's what I want to do now. So let's go ahead and put this blue car accordingly. Okay, so we have the blue car here now. So what I'm going to do now is to create like a guide, like obstacle avoidance guide. I'm going to create like a guide on the left hand side and right hand side. Maybe let's say they are like a guide sensor that will sensor this blue line. So when touching this line, then it will automate the turn speed for the blue car. So now the first thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to create a rectangle. Okay, but better say let's just go ahead and duplicate this costume. So I want 3 of it. So let's just do that first. So duplicate 1. So okay, I think this is, so I'll create one guide for this then the 2 can be on this first one, or let's create for this first one here. Okay, so now I'm going to create like a form of obstacle avoidance system, or like a sensor. So let's create a sensor obstacle. What can I call it? Okay, let's say path line. Okay, this car path line sensor. So I want to create a car path line sensor. Okay, so a car path line sensor. I think cartoon path line sensor. So let's create a cartoon line path sensor. So to do that, I'm going to use this rectangular one. Okay, so I'll create the first part here. Okay, this is white. I'm going to remove the outline. Sorry about that. Okay, let's just remove the outline and let's view with let's go for blue. Okay, so let's view with blue. So this will be the first guide. Now if you look at this first guide now, let's just put it, I don't know, let's take this thing to the first oh yeah, thank God for it. So let's bring this one here. Oh, sorry about that. part. Okay, this one I want to move. Okay, so just click this one. The part is beautiful. Okay, so sorry about that. Okay, so this one here, let's say this is the start line. Okay, so we are going to have the start line like the yellow line there. So this start line now. Okay, so now this guide, this is cartoon path guide. So if touching this white, then it will ask I'm going to code the buzzer that it will turn against it, like electrostatic principle. So it's going to move against it. So on touching this line, then you turn anti-clockwise. Then I create another guide here. So if touching this one, then you turn clockwise. That's what I want to do. So that's why I have to move it such that and it's something like in between. So this is a very good one. I'm going to code it. So that's a cool one. So I'm going to code this guide now. So let's take that one now for now. Then I'll just go ahead. What I'm going to do now is just to go ahead because I just need this the car part sensor only. So I'll go ahead and delete this costume. So just click delete. So I have this one. Then you can click this and copy it. Paste on this one here. Control here, just paste. So I'm bringing it down here. I want it to be down here because it's car part guide. So you can just bring it down directly until it's where the position where you like it. Okay, so you can see where it is now here. Okay. So then in order to differentiate the two sensor guide for the car parts, let's just change the color. Let's change the view color to like maybe green. No, let's change it to red. Okay, so that's it. So that will be that second sensor that I can go ahead and delete this one. Okay, we can go with and delete. Sorry about that. So just delete. Okay, so I have the two sensors now. The first one here, blue, and the second sensor. So they are like two parts sensor guide, two parts sensor guide, blue and the red. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to copy the two and paste here on the third one. So the first one copy and paste here. Control or just paste here. Paste this one. Then go to the second one, copy and come here and paste. Okay, so then you can go ahead and delete this one here. But if you want to see this way it's going to work, we can leave it now, then maybe you come back later and delete it. So let's say it's going to work first. So just leave it for now and let's see, you can see. So what I'm going to do now is go back to the code block. Okay, so we're going to code this third one here. Is this one that I want to code now? This as well. Okay, so now let's get started with that. Okay, so I want to code cartoon now, and in order to make it follow through this car parts. Okay, so using these two sensor guide. Okay, so now to start the event, so events, when flag click. Okay, so when flag click, I want this two to show because I'm going to take it off. I'll still take the two guide off. Okay, so it will be difficult, so I'll take it off. So let's just show first. That's show that's down. So when flag click, then show, then go to, so that is motion. So you can see this where it is already because I'm coding the local. Okay, so go to that's the default direction. Go to this where you are now. That's where I want it to be. That will be the start line. So go to that. Let's go to x minus 1 and y and y02. So and the direction to let's see the direction because it's in default position. This is actually the position I want it to be. So check the direction now. Point direction 90. So that's beautiful, and that's how it is. You can click it. So it's there. Okay, so that's the normal way. Let's move this thing here and let's click flag. Then let's go back there. I have custom 1, 2, 3. Don't forget. So switch custom to custom 1. So custom 1 is just the blue. Then custom 2 is just the red sensor. Then custom 3 is everything here. So switch costume to the last costume, that is 3. Okay, so then find move speed and turn speed for this capture, okay, which is controlled by the system. So to do that, I need to make a new block. Okay, like we are writing is for it now. So let's make a new block. So I'm going to tag the new block. I'm going to tag it line follower. Okay, so just this one address. So let's tag it line follower. So that will be the line follower mechanism. Okay, okay. So I define the line follower now. So this is now. Okay, so now what I want to do now is that I'm going to create a variable. I'm going to create the move speed and return speed. So to do that, just go to the variable, make a variable. So and it's for the blow sprite only. So for this sprite only. So I'm going to type the first one, move speed. Then I create the second variable now, and I'll type that return speed. Okay, for sprite only. Okay, so then I have 2 variables now, and that is the move speed and the turn speed now. Okay, so now so what I'm going to do now is let's set what I'm going to do now is let's just go ahead and go to motion, then move. Instead of move 10 steps, then we move speed. Okay, take move speed here, then switch costume. I'm going to duplicate this thing 3 times. So let's do 3 of it. Just separate it because I'm going to use 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now because what I want to do now is I want to code the first one, the first sensor, capture part sensor. So that's what I want to code now. So this one, so switch costume to costume 1 now because I want to code that now. So now let's go ahead and code that now. Now if you look at costume 1 now, this blue line, this blue sensor, is the capture part sensor. Now touching the track part from up now, this is clockwise. Then I want a form of Chatelain's principle. Sorry about that, that's chemistry, right? So it's going to counter it, so against it. So when you are moving too close to it, such that you don't stray from the track, okay? So it's going to counter it, so it's going to go anti-clockwise. So now, if touching, so let's control it now. So if touching, that's what I want to do now. Touching is sensing. So if touching, I just duplicate this. So if touching car parts, then if touching car parts. Because I actually tag, it's not about the color now. I actually tag this the car part is its sprite on its own. So if touching that sprite, do you understand? So that's easier to work. So if touching car part, then you should turn that up. Then it's going to this from up is clockwise, then against it that's clockwise. Then that's turn speed. So don't forget move speed, move speed, then turn speed, and turn speed down from variable. So just take it there. So okay, let's see the effect now. I actually set my move speed to 2, and you should like double it. The proportion should be such that if move speed is 2, then the turn speed should be like 4, etc. Then aside that, you have to make sure that you design your track so that you don't have this kind of like the one I feature. You have is curve part because I want to quickly finish this video. So it's good to have something that is unified. So this turning, you have to be very careful. You can bring it back, but it's still pretty cool. Okay, so let's just look at that. So you can see now. So that's the effect. Okay, so you can see the 2 sensors that in it. Okay, then when we move here, then which a bit so very difficult for it, but at least see everything is still beautiful and it's following the track accordingly. So let's just stop that. So start. Okay, so now what I'm going to do now, I'll go back to the costume now. Okay, so now because I don't want to show these 2 guys, I just want this guy only to be there. So I can go ahead and delete this, and go ahead and delete this. Then Now let's see, so that though it's not visible, then you can go ahead and do it. Okay, so let's go back to code and let's see what we have there. So you click this, then you can see how the look. So this is a line follower concept. So you can change your move speed and turn speed. You can work on them accordingly. So it follows the track now. Okay, so that's pretty cool, right? So now let's go back to the show. So I don't want this white track to be visible, okay, through the game. So I want it to be visible at the beginning or at the end of the game. So now just change this one to look, then set color and effect. Just change this color to play post effects. Change this to 100. Okay. So that's when flag click, right? Then let's go back to, let's see the local. Okay, let's go to post 2. So okay, so I have this off already. So let's go back to code. Then also I would like to hide the move speed and the turn speed for car 2. So let's go ahead and hide the 2. So you can uncheck this and uncheck this. Okay. So now let's see what we have now. Let's see the effect of it. So when flag click, so now you see the white line is not there and this can follow the track. So you wouldn't know if it's actually deviating from the white line or not, but it's following the green track. So that's all you care about. So it's all about the green track now. Okay, so I think everything is pretty cool at this point. So okay, let's go ahead and complete that code for the vertical. Yes, I think I'm cool with the local for now. Let's just go ahead and make the last sprite, and that is extra life. Okay, so let's go ahead and create something like that. Okay, so to do that, just go to choose sorry about that, costume. Okay, so then go to choose sprite. So instead of choose sprite, just split, because I want to try to print that. Okay, outline. Oh, I think that's pretty cool. So okay, then outline 1 is okay. So black outline is pretty cool. So rectangular box. Okay, so this will be like extra life or poster. Okay, then let me just take a test and okay, I don't want it to be white though. Feel black, right? Okay, let me just write let me just use a plus sign, extra life. So plus sign there. That shouldn't be green. Let's fill with let's make it black. So brightness should be 0. Okay, let's bring it down. Let's increase the size. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, so that's extra light, right? So what I'm going to do is just to make it sprite smaller. That's beautiful for extra light, right? We don't mind. So let's use it to like 20. Let's see that. So this should be the default position for the poster. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and code the booster now. So go to code. Okay, so now what I want to do now is I want a situation whereby if the car 2 or car 1 touching this live booster, then the booster should disappear. So that will be hide. Then also hide. Then also it can also increase the score for if red car touching it, then if blue car touching the same, that should reduce the user life. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do that now. So when flag click event, when flag click hide. Okay, that's look hide here. So hide. I think I will need to hide and show. Okay, let me just duplicate this one. Okay, so when flag click hide, then forever, if touching car, forever, let's control. Okay, if touching forever, if touching, that is sensing. So if touching car 2 or car 1, If I want to do if touching catwalk car 1, so that I'm going to need variable, but let me bring it out first. If touching, let me duplicate this. So if touching car 1 or 2. Okay guys, my video is I'm actually making improving on the demo I published already, because the demo I published before, I actually used if car 1 touching extra life disappear, but car 2 will not make it disappear. But this time around I want the 2 to happen, so that's yeah. Sorry about that update. And you look at my track here also, it's not like the demo track also, because I have to take my time for that. But this one is, I have to finish it on time because it's a video. Okay, so you can just make your like the core part here such that you'll be able to increase the speed the way I have it. Okay, so now for this, since I want to use if touching car 1 and 2, then I need operator, so I'll be able to use or. Yeah, I want this now. So if touching car 1 or 2, yeah, this will be good. So so let's just start the show. So I'm done with that now. Okay, so let's go back to I don't know. Let's complete the track line. Okay, so I actually want a start line. Okay, so in that case, let's go back to backdrop. So backdrop, that's backdrop here. Sorry about that. So now I want a start line like a yellow line here. So I'm going to move both the red car 1 and 2 on that track. Okay, so let's use line, this line. Let the start line be here. So this is not a bad deal. So this will be the start line. Okay, and that's it there. So let's change the color to yellow, color whether it's deep yellow or whatever, because we know how to pick it. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm good. So we have now I want the default position for this red car to be here. I care little about this user control now, because I'm good with the code already. So I want you to start here. Okay, so just click motion, and you can see the go to -34 109. So you can just change this to this exact position there. So that will be -34. It need not to be the same. Just look at you have to check what works for you. 109. So it depending on the way you design your track. Okay, so yeah. Then next point 19, I think everything is cool. So I want for now, let me work with move speed of 1.5 and turn speed 3 and turn speed. So the only thing is that if your move speed was to be 2, then you can use turn speed of 4. You can double with something like 200%. Turn degree should be like turn speed can be like 200% of the move speed. Okay, so let's just test run now. Don't forget the blue car, the system control car is pretty good. Let's just watch this one. So I'll just control with if right arrow click, then I should turn clockwise. Then if left arrow press, then you should turn anti-clockwise. So just with left and right, and see now. Okay, so it's working right. So that's all I need to check. Just to check that okay, the red car can move. So if you like, you can go ahead with your. You can change your move speed to 2 etc like that. So it's just this one I just need to check. So everything is cool, so I can direct it to my right and left arrow, and that's what I just want to check. So I think everything is cool. Everything is good, pretty correct. Okay, so everything is good. Everything is good. Okay, so let's just go ahead. Let's continue with this stuff. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do now is let's work with the green field. So I want to work with blend line violation, okay, principle. So now blend line violation should return the user control car, only applicable to the user control car. So to blend line violation returns the user control car to the yellow line, which is the start line. So now if this yeah, that should be control. So if then statement, so let's just go for sensing. So I want to sense this yellow. If touching green field, then return back to if touching color. Okay, so let me bring it out first. If touching color, so what color now? If touching green, so just keep this. If touching green grass, please green grass now. So if touching green or green field, okay, okay, sorry about it. So if touching green field, okay, yeah, then I want you to go to this K, that's go to as motion, go to X and Y coordinates, um, then point direction 90. So just to maintain that point direction 90. Okay, so it should return here now. So if this car stray away from the track line, okay, that's blend line violation, then return the user car to the yellow line, which is the start line. So to return it here. Now, in order not to meddle with the complete track stuff, so I will just, it will return it back to the start point here. So that is this normal starting point here. That is minus 34. So let's just change that one to minus 34. Minus 34, comma 109. Okay, 109. Whistle, right now return back straight away from the track. Whistle, then go back. Okay, okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go there. So sound, and that is start, right, start sound. Okay, now but I don't have whistle here. Okay, so I will need to go ahead and import that. Okay, so then go to sound and choose sound. Just go ahead and just try to fast forward everything now because of our time. So just the same duplicate there and just plug in forever. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the effect of that now. Then and extra live, I think all the code lock, everything is okay for now. Everything is pretty cool. So let's see the effect of the game now. So let's test run. Okay, I think what I wanted to do, let's just see 6. So user life is reducing, and just want to check something. Booster come out. Okay, so that's this. Everything is working perfectly well. So the next thing I want to do now is to create the game over backdrop. Okay, then I can create backdrop too. So this is what we have now. So I want to duplicate this backdrop. Okay, so just select this and duplicate. So this will be the second one. Duplicate, and you can now rename it. Properties. Okay. So that will serve as my game over backdrop. Okay, so now, and that's pretty good. Then let's just go ahead and design it. Okay, so what I just want to do is to write test. So just click this one and test here. Okay, over. Okay, so I can click and just done. Sorry for that. So done it. So that's pretty cool, right? So game over. So this game over backdrop, and I'm going to code it now. So go back to code and let's put that this code for us. So you can plug this one here. So that will make the game to better. So that's better. Because if user life equals to 0 and the rate at which you increase this one odd and even number, and that minus 1 is will continue indefinitely. But with this statement now, either 0 or minus 1, then you end the game. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, let's test run. how the caves look like where you're just starting, because both the blue and the red car actually have the same turn speed, and not necessarily the turn speed because turn speed is user control.
Wake the streets up. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Wake the streets up. Okay. Come on. Okay. Wake the streets up.